Video trope number 27. Pretend to turn on the camera and then sigh while not looking at the screen to emotionally impact your audience. Sounds good to me. Hey guys, JCC2224 here doing an update video because things are changing, it seems strange, and I need to figure this out. You got your life, I got mine, but you're all I care about. Yesterday! So, skillet references aside, yeah, the channel's changing quite a bit. We have, JCC 2.0 coming up because I've been hyping that for like over a year because it's something really significant I've been wanting to do for a while, because ever since I've started YouTube, let's go all the way back to 2008 when I started YouTube. Some of the people and some of the things that I watched a lot of stop motions. I watched a lot of reviews and toy videos. Probably the most prominent one is Sith Lord 229, which he was like an idol to me back then. And I kind of am feeling that a bit now. It's kind of crazy. It's come a bit full circle because nowadays I feel like, my channel's at a point where I have freaking fans now. Because this is a really new thing. The channel kind of really changed a lot over the past couple of years, and so is YouTube. Because previously my channel was just a very casual Star Wars, mostly toy channel. I had some Transformers on and some other stuff. But mostly I talked about like Star Wars figures, and I had friends that commented on my videos saying like, "Oh man, it's a great video, thumbs up, I like that." That was mostly the channel. I got about maybe a couple hundred views per video, or maybe under 100. And most of them were under 100. And with the channel, especially around like late last year, it really took off. I got thousands of views per video. It was really great. And since we've passed over 4,000 subscribers, which I'm not really sure if I've made too much of a video on that, but yeah, over 4K, which a lot of people, it's like, oh man, I get 4K in a couple weeks. But with me, it's taken a long time to build that up. And one thing I've really been struggling with is trying not to compare my channel to far more successful channels, because it gets kind of sad sometimes when you think like, oh, my channel isn't as big as theirs. Oh no. But the thing is, with YouTube, you have to be, I feel like if you're humble with everything and with, because I'm not like famous, I'm not a big channel. Some people have called me a big channel, and I mean, I'm really flattered and humbled by that. I mean, I'm not sure if it's true, but the channel has really changed. That's the main point. And with these past few videos, you've been noticing I've been posting like a video a day. And that's because I'm going to be taking quite a long break. I'm not talking like, like, oh, a year or like months. I'm just saying maybe a month. Maybe a month. I need to take a break to set up JCC 2.0, because there's a lot more to it than just a camera, editing software, a studio, lighting, all that. There's setting up the schedule. There's setting up what kind of videos I want to make. The episode stuff is very, very significant, and I really need to work with that. And I may want to get you guys involved with what the first episode is going to be of JCC 2.0. And if you're wondering what JCC 2.0, which that's just its working name, it's pretty much just going to be called JCC 2224. But it's going to have mostly videos focused on toy lines. And I really want them to be fun, edited, scripted, very, not just informative, but also just entertaining. If you haven't noticed, every single video of mine is under the category of comedy, because for some reason, YouTube doesn't have a category of informative. I kind of think they should, because, like, something can be informative without being educational, but, it's kind of beside the point. The point is, many things I've been planning, I've really been thinking about the kinds of videos I want with JCC 2.0, and the episode stuff is certainly going to be stuff. I really want to continue Plastic Purgatory, but I want it to be a little different than how it's been, because I want to briefly talk about the past few videos I've been uploading with, me in front of the camera with, like the funny editing and all that. That's more like experimental stuff to see how you guys like that kind of stuff, and they didn't get as many views as some of my more traditional videos, So I'm really thinking that that kind of format isn't going to stick around with the channel. I'm thinking I'm going to have the very nice videos, like the episode stuff, which are going to have like seasons and all that. They're going to be pretty significant with, having. One thing I've loved is Easter eggs, little Easter eggs and nods and references. I'm going to have plenty of those. And with other videos with JCC 2.0, I still kind of want to have them casual. Say, Plastic Purgatory. I want to keep Plastic Purgatory. I kind of need to change it up a bit though. Thrift store hauls are certainly staying, but I'm going to try to make them as a little more entertaining and professional. I certainly want to have more casual, just like classic JCC2224, like, hands behind the camera, just moving and gesturing all weird. I kind of want to keep that. One very significant thing that I know a lot of people subscribed to the channel for is Clone Troopers. And I'm going to keep Clone Troopers in it. I plan on having a series called Clone Corner, probably, where I talk about various Clone Trooper figures and continue the Every Evers, maybe remake some and slow down, dude. Yeah, I'll still keep Clone Trooper videos like that. There's other toy lines I want to focus on too, like Gundam. I want to have something maybe called Sunday Gunday, because the Gundam, Gunday, Sunday, it's really, it's a work in progress. We'll say the name is a work in progress. The main thing will be the episode stuff. And I also do want a series of just like an occasional, maybe like once every other week, I'll just have a video of whatever I want, however I want. So it may be like a more casual update like this. It may be a shelf video. It may be a collection video. Maybe some sort of special haul or occasion. I do want to keep bi-weekly hauls, but they're not going to be bi-weekly anymore. I think they're probably going to be monthly. Because I don't want the channel just to be flooded with, oh, look at the stuff I got. I want it to be more, focused on the episodes. Because that's the main thing I want to make. Because going back to my original point I made at the start of this video, the kind of things I watched when I first started watching YouTube, like 2008 and such, was more creative stuff. I didn't really watch a lot of toy reviews. Sith Lord 229 was pretty much the only one I watched. I watched a lot of stop motions. I watched a lot of, kind of more like angry video game nerd stuff. I love those kind of videos. And you'll see influences of a lot of creative YouTubers in my JCC 2.0. Like Jeepers Media, Mike Mozart. He was my thing when I started YouTube. And I love his kind of content. And I wish he'd come back, though. I really want to make the channel as nice as possible. So I really need that break to, see what I'm doing, see what's going on. And hopefully it'll all turn out well. I know a lot of people have been saying, like, oh man, I hope you get like 100,000 subscribers and all that, which, hey, that's a bit of a stretch, but hopefully one day we'll make it there. Hopefully, if JCC 2.0 takes off. And if you like my videos, I typically don't, shall we say, whore myself out like this, but if you like my videos, share them with friends, get the message out there. Hey, like, here's a nice YouTuber I like, and he's gonna do like some pretty crazy stuff with his channel soon. You might want to check it out. Another thing I have to talk about is my social media. I do have a Facebook and an Instagram that I've had for a little while now. However, I now have a Twitter. Little bird flapping around, a little freaking bird with the freaking blue bird. Yeah, so now I can post kafef all the time on Twitter. I could just have. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Twitter. So, I use it a little bit right now because it's kind of new, but go ahead and follow me. Follow me on Twitter. Like /JCC2224. There's my Twitter. Check it out. Tweet, tweet, tweet. A P.O. box. A lot of people have been talking about a P.O. box because a lot of people want to send me stuff. And that's kind of cool. If you want to send me stuff, go ahead. I posted in my previous studio video. I talked about the P.O. box a little bit, but I mean, I've had things like the turbo tank sent to me, so that's a huge thing that's happened, and things like that are certainly beneficial to the channel, especially with JCC 2.0 episode stuff. If there's a particular toy I want to show in like an episode focused on a toy line that I'm not too well versed in, I mean, if you guys would want to help out with that, that's fine. Um, it'll probably open up in about a month or so, maybe. And I want to say, if you want to send me something and you want me to send it back, don't count on it. It depends on the item. If it's a rare item I would maybe need for an episode, like, sure, I might be able to send it back to you, but um, like, I would probably want people, if they would want it back in any capacity, to let me know beforehand. But if you just send me something and you put in the letter, like, oh, hey, can you send this back after you do a video on it? Like, don't expect it to come back, because that's a bit of a hassle on my end. And it's not that I just want more toys, you know? It's that, like, paying the postage for you to pay the postage to me is like a huge like appreciation, but and I'll show that appreciation in the video, but like financially with GCC 2.0 it's going to be kind of hard to just constantly send things back. So I'm just going to kind of flatline. If you would ever send something to my PO box, when it opens up, don't expect it back. Don't. Just I'm just going to say that. And with the financial aspect of it, a huge thing with YouTube is Patreon. A lot of YouTubers have Patreon, and I'm not going to have a Patreon unless I feel like I need it. Because if I feel like I could use the extra financial support with making the channel better, then I'll probably make a Patreon. And I gotta have this own rule in my head. I will not make a Patreon until at least 10,000 subscribers. Because, like, one thing that MGO said that I really enjoy, MGO316, um, like, spend your money on more important things than a YouTuber. But then again, like, I can understand people wanting to support a YouTube channel because they're different than television. Where television, you sit there, you watch the ad, they get plenty of money, they're pretty much all said and done. But with YouTubers, the ad revenue isn't really too, you know, great. We'll say that. So if you'd want to support the channel once that would ever become a thing, hypothetically, currently I have no plans for a Patreon. I have no plans for a Patreon right now. As long as I can afford funding JCC 2.0, I will fully do it. So that's it's kind of on a weird note to end on. But yeah, I do want to reiterate there will be about a month break, and I may have a bi-weekly haul after this. But the break, well, I mean, I'll be busy during the break, don't worry. And I'm hoping I'll have the first episode up um, at least by my birthday, which is in early October. So I'm hoping that works out well. But the first episode, if you've made it this far, and it will be down in the description below, to make sure to watch to at least this point or skip to this point. The first episode, I did it like a year or so ago, where I had a vote and people voted for Assassin's Creed to be the first episode. But I kind of have some pretty big plans for that. I'm not sure if I want it to be the very first episode. So I kind of want more options. So post down below the first episode you may want on a particular toy line. Say if you would want it on the Vintage Collection, or say Ninja Turtles 2003, or Transformers Classics, or Transformers Cybertron, or G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra, Hasbro Star Wars 12-inch, various things like that. Because I'm not going to do like every Captain Rex ever, JCC 2224 episode 1. No, that's going to be in the clone corner. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I think I pretty much said everything. We're at like 15 minutes or so. I don't know how much I'm going to edit out. But, yeah. I just want to say a final huge thank you to you guys. I know for many channels, like, they get 4,000 subscribers in a week. But for me, 4,000 subscribers, it's really been building up. And we're at like 4,250, I think now, which, I mean, that's pretty crazy, I'm getting about 100 subscribers a week, and I'm really grateful to you guys for all the support. Because, like I said at the beginning, you know, being humble as a YouTuber is important. Because a lot of, like, even a lot of toy channels let it get to their head. They like, oh, I'm freaking famous. All I have to do is sign an action figure and people are gonna want it. That's a real thing, by the way. A YouTuber actually signed an action figure and thought it was worth raffling off. You might know who he is. Anyways, guys, have a good day. As always, may the force be with you.